Hey guys, I'm Nathan from Arms and Armor. Today I want to show you a custom sword that we've made that is really a pretty cool transitional piece from, I'd say, the very end to begin of the 13th century to the beginning of the 14th century. It's a Type 18 longsword with a really wide blade. And so this blade's about, 2.5 inches, 3 inches across at the cross, a hexagonal faceted pommel, right? And a straight cross guard. So this is one that we have made for the Renaissance Festival in Minnesota this weekend, and it feels super good. Right? And I think it's just pretty iconic looking. So this sword weighs about 3 pounds. It is a little bit beefy, right? It's got some meat to it with this 1.5-hand grip. So you put 2 hands on it, locks you in at the pommel, right there. If you're on horseback, you could absolutely use it on 1 hand. But if you're on foot, I think you'd want to use it in 2. And this is a sword for war. We decided to call this one the Hotspur sword, named after Henry Percy, who was a knight of Edward II, who attacked the Scots with such ferocity repeatedly that they referred to him as Hotspur, because he was always trying to get out in front of the army to attack the Scots. So being called Hotspur is kind of a compliment by your enemies. Of course, eventually they killed him and desecrated his body and all kinds of stuff like that. But this is the type of sword that was in fairly general use at that period. It has an acute point, right, that you can try and get through mail, right? This point serves kind of a similar function to the point of a Type 15, right, for really getting through that kind of mail. In this early period, you did have plate being worn, but it wasn't whole body plate, right? You'd have, a breastplate. Maybe you'd have partial spalders or arm harness on. You'd probably have some leg harness, but there'd be plenty of areas of mail where you could try and cram this guy through. But it's also, due to its width, a phenomenal cutter. And a lot of us have been playing with this sword a little bit in the shop because it's so sexy. So I just wanted to show it to you. This is an example of the kind of custom sword that we do all the time. It has a dark brown mottled grip, and that modeling comes from when we shrink the leather onto the grip with beeswax and a little bit of heat. Just shrinks on there and gets this mottled color, which is pretty cool. The risers are beautiful with this gently tapering grip. Feels really good in the hand. It moves really well. It's got excellent physics to it. I think that if you got to hold it, you would like it a lot, but it's probably going to find its forever home this weekend. Thanks.